Hey, what's going on YouTube? Just thought I'd put together a quick little video of this computer build that I decided to put together. Just in case, you're looking at doing anything like this with any of these parts. Let's get started. This was the case I ended up going with. It's the Corsair Obsidian 800D. I absolutely love this case, and I already have the system put together, but we'll go over the parts and I'll let you guys take a peek at what it all looks like when it's done. Can't say enough about this case. The hot swappable bays, the separate compartments for heat control, and the wire managing is just absolutely outrageous. But the Obsidian 800D, that's the case I started with. Moving on to the motherboard. Believe it or not, I was actually able to pick one of these up. I've been looking for a while now, and was lucky enough to find one. This one right here has the new revision on it. P67 chipset. This board is absolutely amazing. It'll do what you need it to do and then some. And yeah, that's the board I went with. Moving on to the processor. I'm moving over from AMD and decided to do an Intel build. So I picked up one of those new, well, new for me. I guess they've been out for a while. Socket 1155, Core i7 2600K. Of course, K meaning with the unlocked core. Great overclocking. Love it. To cool that off with, I decided to try it a little water cooling. I was one of those guys that just said, listen, there's no way I'm going to get any water next to my electronics. The price between that board and the case alone and the processor, you can build a pretty decent rig. But this is what I went with. So far, pretty happy with it. It's not that loud. Nice, compact, self-contained. Looks very good. But yeah, the H70 by Corsair. With RAM, I decided to go with some Corsair as well. I went with two Corsair Dominator GT 8 gig kits. So I am running 16 gig in this machine. It absolutely flies. The cool part about it is that it comes with this accessory cooling fan, and the other cool part about it is that it actually, one of these actually covers all 4 DIMM slots. Because as you know, when you only install 2, you skip a DIMM slot, so it actually takes up the space of 4 when you're only using 2. But of course, I've got 4 DIMM slots, and when you load all 4 of them in there, this covers the same amount of area. So that worked out pretty good. I like it, nice and quiet, and extra cooling can't hurt. First hard drive, I decided to go with an SSD. I went with an OCZ Vertex 2. It's a 2.5 SATA 2 solid state drive. I'm going to use this 120 gig for my operating system. Windows, booting up, stuff like that. And for storage, I just grabbed your everyday serial ATA 3.5 inch. I went with the 2 terabyte Hitachi, and the only reason I picked this specific one, I don't know if you can see this. See if I can zoom in. I picked this one. It was a 7200 RPM, 64 meg catch, but it's also 6G transfer rate instead of 3. This new Asus Maximus 4 Extreme board that I picked up is capable of doing that, so the transfer speeds on it are absolutely ridiculous. Moving from that, to power everything, I went with a Corsair AX 1200 power supply. I love this thing, man. I love the modular components about it. You plug in what you need. so you don't have cables running all over the damn place that you're not actually using, and you're trying to hide them. Nice and slim. 1200 at this point for me might be a little overkill, but it's expandable, so why not? And one other thing I've got to say, Corsair does a ridiculous job of packing their stuff. Their contents just come in superb. That power supply came in a little velvet bag with another bag inside of it with all the cable components. Just absolutely crazy. Can't say enough about Corsair. And for video, I decided to go with a new Asus GTX 590. I am real excited about this card. I was running SLI in my old AMD setup. I was running two 570s. I decided to see if I can't go with just one card in hopes of someday picking up another one of these cards and running both of these in SLI. You know, so to go from 2 cards at 2 gig to 1 card at 3 gig, and hopefully one day going to 2 cards at 6 gig. I'm pretty excited about that, but that thing is a beast. I've already stuck it in there. I'm a little Battlefield 2 freak, and it just absolutely looks amazing on the computer. But anyway, until recently, you know, I've been thinking about putting this build together, and decided, hey, you know, I might as well put something together that I'm going to keep for a while. But here's a quick look of what I stuck in the machine. I wanted to get this quick video before I packed all these empty boxes away. Oh, maybe I can show you guys how Corsair sends their component cables and everything for their power supply. I mean, look at this. This is the bag that the actual power supply was in, and inside of it, see if I can do this with one hand. Inside of it was another little Corsair. Inside the box, I'm sorry, was another little compartment, and just gives you a ton of cables. I mean, I've got cables for absolutely anything. I'm never ever gonna be without a cable or run out of cables. So they're really cool. They got they're sleeved, so they look nice and clean inside your case. We'll move on over to my office, and I will give you guys a quick look at what the computer looks like all put together. Okay, well, here she is. Actually got it running. Just doing a couple benches. I really love this case. I can't stress it enough. Just to give you a little detail, this whole entire thing is brushed aluminum. It's got a little area here with your USB access. Currently I've got a couple DVD ROMs. I'd like to get a fan controller. I just hadn't picked one of those up yet. Case is big. Make sure you got enough room for it. The inside here. See my monitor, my little hacker thing. Let me take off this side case so you guys can see inside. There she is. Absolutely love it. As you can see, you can hide all the wires. Everything goes out the back pretty much. Superb airflow. Little covers for everything. There's the power supply. I did add this case fan. It was on the back here, but I took it off. Went ahead and put it down here because there is another one located in this area. Helps suck the air in. There's the GTX 590 sitting in its new home. CPU cooler is wonderful. There's the fan for the RAM, like I was telling you before. Excuse the getting in and out of focus thing here. I'm using my DSLR. But yeah, As you can see, it's nice and quiet, nice and clean, nice and black, and huge. But anyway, alright guys, thanks for checking everything out. If you got any questions, let me know.